about that? My initials TGA at 23 lives. Very appropriate, don't you think? Just thought I'd point that out there. Just as long as I had 23 lives before I began the game again. I don't know, just a fun little Easter egg I thought I'd point out. Hey, paisanos! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play Rayman! So in the last part, we took on the second half of Bongo Hills, and it was pretty frustrating. But nothing compared to the frustration in hell in my practice run of Allegro Presto. So yeah, I was anticipating this title with its fancy artistic title, but with just rolling the R's like Allegro Presto. But there's nothing humorous about this level. This will send you to hell and back. This is the start when it stops being frustration and just becomes pure, unadulterated hell. And it takes place up in the clouds, upon slippery musical staffs with sharp, jagged notes underneath, with ice physics of all things. Never was a fan of ice physics. No, I don't want to leave the level. Damn it. I appreciate that exit arrow being there if you want to leave, but just... I was just kind of eyeing what was under the staff here, so there we go. Alright. Ooh, oh, whoa, okay, wow, alright. All juiced up and ready to go. Alrighty. Let's get it on. Alright, super slide all the way down, okay, oh. So yeah, the speed just, at the beginning of the game, was just a leisurely stroll. Now it's just a high-intensity, speedy slides through an obstacle course of madness. So yeah, hold on to your disembodied shoes, because it's about to get crazy. Okay, so sharp, jagged notes everywhere. Okay. Okay, crawl. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, so we've got to build up some momentum here. Hang on a sec. Alright, let's try again. Alright. And you have split seconds to react in some of these cases, so... Okay, so we just gotta crawl here. And... oh, wait a minute. Something up top. Come on, upsy daisy. Okay, yes. All right. Cage number 1. All right. Thankfully, this is the first level where you can actually get 6 cages, no problem. Unless, of course, you don't have super quick reflexes. So, and if you don't build enough momentum on some parts. Okay. And boom, cage number 2. If only the rest of the game were this much of a cinch. Alas, it is not. Okay, and there's also a third cage in this area, but it requires getting enough momentum from back here. Okay, so... okay, come on. Crawl. Okay, yeah. That sad little trombone in the background music pretty much says it all. Yeah, that one. Ow! That's right, it's not a free ride. It's not a luxury ride. You gotta duck and cover. Alright. Alright. You know, these tings are just adding insult to injury, because you have to collect 100 of them on your same life in order to gain another life, and that's not likely to happen at all. Alright, one more time. Whoosh! Okay, oh! Okay, so close, so close. Alright. Try again. Oh, come on. Alrighty. This is nothing compared to what's up ahead, believe me. So yeah, this is the easy part, believe it or not. Ah, okay. But the reward at the end is going to be well worth it. You'll get a new power-up from Batilla the Fairy, and it's one of Rayman's most iconic moves, aside from his punch, of course. Okay. So crawl past these notes with the stank faces, and... okay. Gonna build up some momentum here. Alright. Do not mess this up! Oh, come on! You gotta grab the ledge, dude! Come on! Grab that ledge! Grab that ledge! Hey, definitely gonna be using that cheat before too much longer. Okay. Hey! What are you doing just idling in the air menacingly like that? It's kind of their thing, I guess. Okay. Alright. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright. Taking cover. In retrospect, I really am glad I take the time to do practice rounds of these levels before doing the actual thing, so I can actually get a feel of what it's like. And the fact that I can tolerate it slightly better. The key word being slightly. Alright, 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, not what I was expecting. Okay, I want that cage. You can do it. You just need to build up enough momentum and gain some razor-sharp reflexes. And don't worry about the ting so much. They're basically worthless. Okay. So yeah, just surfing through the musical madness. Sliding and surfing. Alright. Oh, no! I was cut short that time. I pressed jump too soon. God damn. Okay. Okay, I'm mildly annoyed right now, but it's gonna get a lot worse from here, so be prepared for me to scream like hell towards the end, so. But at least I went through a practice round, so at least I'm somewhat familiar with what to expect. Oh, come on! No! No, 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 no! That's gonna be the level of disappointment. You just feel like you're on a roll, and all of a sudden you're just... You're just robbed of your well-deserved victory, but it's Rayman. What else can I say? The game that was never play tested, so what more can I say? Yeah, he really should have taken our advice, or developers' advice of playtesting this thing just right before. I mean, seriously, I'm a fully grown adult. Just imagine how frustrated a little kid could get from this. Just even PTSD. Whatever. The only reason I ever wanted to play this game to begin with was to honor the game's 30th anniversary last year. I just want that cage that's somewhere up there. Is that too much to ask? Of course it is. In this game, everything's too much to ask. Just keep going. Something's gonna stick eventually. Ow! Got a duck there. Come on. Head in the game. Lock in. Come on. Alright. Okay. Okay. Now. Alright. And it's still short. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna skip to the part where I actually do succeed, because this is ridiculous. Alright, yes! Okay, yeah! Woohoo! Okay, nearly missed the dismount on that one. Alright, finally did it. Okay, there goes some proteins. Yeah, love you too, thank you. Love you, kiss kiss. Heart heart. Alright. Where were we? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I got to go through a handful of lives just to get it just right, and now we're out of here. Okay. So yeah, so double check. There's 3 cages in this first area, so... Okay. Oh, this area. Okay, well, I said that the area close to the end was hell, but this is a pretty close second. This area right here. Trust me, you'll be hearing the sound of those freaking horns in your nightmares tonight. It just blow you left and right uncontrollably, and you have no choice but to jump on these ledges that get significantly smaller the higher and higher you go up, and until there's like nothing left, and you're just forced to just kind of endure it. Thankfully, there's no enemies in sight to kill you, but you're gonna be stuck here for a long, long time. Okay. Alright. Okay, I stand corrected. Yes! Alright. Okay, whoa, checkpoint. But yeah, the first time through on my practice run for that stretch, I must have been stuck there for like 10 to 15 minutes. Just to get those last 2 ledges just right. Okay, by God. So yeah, I am so thankful that I had that idea, so... Okay, blow me away. Alright, up here. Extra life. Yeehaw! Okay, Gesundheit. So I actually read them up, and those trumpets are actually sneezing. So yeah, gross. But yeah, the sound that they made was just... It just triggered some PTSD, just because you're just stuck in a pit where you just have to slide back and forth, and there's these little itty bitty bits of matter in the air that have ice physics on them, so they're slippery. It makes them even worse. And that's gonna come into play on the last leg of this level, so... Okay, so... And that one sucked me in, okay? Okay, whoa! I see. I spy a cage! Okay... Okay, so... Come on, up. Up we go, come on. Ah, great. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to kill myself. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, just plummet to my doom. Okay, so we found the checkpoint, so thank God for that. But I'm just kind of glad to have that Bongo Hills theme back here. Okay. Second blow. What a weird combination, but it works. Okay, come on. Just almost. Almost got it. Almost got it. Crap, just need some momentum here. I need momentum back up. How am I supposed to do that? Yes! Alright. Yes! Cage number 4. Okay, another group of Electoons are free to live another day. Just walking along the slope, so. Alright. And apparently those spiked blue balls I actually thought were pufferfish of some kind. They're just stones. They're just spiky stones. I just thought that the little spike appendage right below the eye mimicked kind of like a fish lip of some kind. But that was just my imagination. Okay, so just pointing that out. Alright, here we go! Okay. Okay, they can be punched. You're gone! Alright, here we go! Okay. Whoa, whoa! Oh! Clouds. Completely forgot that. Okay, so anything up here? Did that thing spontaneously respawn? Alright, blow me away. No it didn't. Okay, that's right. Lives don't respawn. In fact, why am I even wasting my time? I can generate 99 lives right off the bat with a cheat code. Why would I want to go through that? Alrighty. So yeah, this game just goes from 1 to 10 in the speed category on the second level. So yeah. Need lightning fast reflexes to make it here, or you're not getting far in this game. Alright! But thankfully, due to practicing up firsthand, I was able to do so. Oh no, they're back! The lightning eyes are back. And get this! Apparently, that cage doesn't appear right away. You have to trigger it by jumping on this bongo, and then you'll hear kind of like a diddly sound effects, and then they'll appear right there. And apparently your punches are more effective when they're airborne, so kind of took me a little bit to figure that out too. Okay. Okay, so I do believe you'll find your last cage somewhere up here. Okay, so past the drum mallets. Mallets. With an S. Okay, and rides the stoic-looking. I just can't get over the half-shut's eye look on them. It's just like, hey boy, you like what you see? This is our existence. Come join us. That's just that vibe that I'm getting from them. Alright, so there's, I think cage number 6 is somewhere up here. Can't really be specific right now, but I'm pretty sure it had something to do with that sloping. Okay, so just drop down here and... Oop! Alright. Oh, and a power glove. Right on. Okay. Alright, so the end section of this part is where things get teeth-bitingly hard. But you'll see in a sec, so... Okay. Oh, God. Not here. Not here. Not here. Okay, so yeah. This section took me like an hour just to clear on my practice run. Oh. But first things first, we Right on these balls to our destination. Alright. Climb these balls that are not rotating, but are kind of scrunching in and out. Alright. Now we got the shrink pixies again. Aha! There's the cage. Just gotta make it past Mr. Zaps a lot. Alright! 6 out of 6! That was the easy part. Now, we gotta focus on actually getting out of the level in order to save our progress. It's not gonna be fun. At all. Okay, so I probably might just consider saving it right here and just calling it quits right here. Because this section right up here with these little itty-bitty platforms in the air, and you have almost zero margin for error, it's harder than it looks. So much harder than it looks. You goof up, one false step, and you're gone. So yeah, I think maybe this is a good stopping point for the moment. With Rayman, just with that camera shot billboards. I kind of like that they use that idea for a save point. But trust me, all that is nothing compared to this little bit that's up ahead. But, well, but I'm kind of not in the mood to go through all of that again. Not right now, at least. But to just kind of save it for a later part. Part of me kind of wishes that the practice run was for real, because trust me, I had to continue just throwing stuff at the wall until something stuck, for lack of better terms, because that part, well, you'll see. Let's just say I'd much rather have the first section with just surfing along the long linear lines of with the mad notes and the sneezing trumpets just in that one little space a million more times over the next area. So yeah, in a nutshell, I'm not happy to have to do this area again. But I got all 6 cages, and I need to finish the level. So, if it's what I gotta do, it's what I gotta do. But that'll wait until the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time on Rayman, this is ToonGamer23, signing out. And just imagine if Rayman actually did have pecs like that in that model billboards. Yeah, it would just be way too easy to make a living outside of just platforming, but the world needs them, so it's gotta do some hero work, even though it's teeth biting frustrating at some points, and it is not going to get easier from this point forward, unfortunately.